Hello and a very, very good evening. My name's Sean Ryan. You're of course watching Planet Cruise. Do you know, I was just thinking, imagine Christmas Day if you got your friends and family around and you're saying, oh yes, we've just booked our next cruise. Oh yeah. Yeah, we're going away in January actually for some winter sun. Well, we've got a brilliant cruise coming up with Thomson and some great winter sun in January at an unbelievable price. But we've got 5 outstanding offers tonight. And for those of you that are new to the show, Planet Cruise, fantastic multi-award winning agency, and this show is live every Tuesday at 8, which means we get you the red hot deals and the best deals and the best co-presenters. I am with the one and only, the magnificent, the unbelievable, the handsome, the talented, the world travelling Keith Maynard tonight.
Building me up for a big letdown there, Sean, but I appreciate it.
That was quite.
It was a great introduction.
It was off the top of my head as well, Keith.
It was brilliant, mate.
Yeah.
It was a pack of lies, but I loved it.
Listen, happy Christmas first of all.
And to you, and to you.
Our last show.
I know.
Yes.
Our last show before
Christmas.
Before Christmas. Not the last of the year, though. We've still got one.
Yes, we have.
This time next week, so in case people think it's not going to happen, it is.
Oh, no, we have. But
yeah.
Our last one we focused on, and it is a brilliant show. Keith has travelled the world, but he's a really great guy to work with. And I think tonight's show, we've got some crackers, haven't we?
We really
some
do.
Christmas crackers.
The first 2 deals particularly, I think, are great stocking fillers. You know, they'd be a great little present to wake up to because they're 2 cruises under £500 with great itineraries and lots of added extras thrown in. And there's a particularly brilliant one going out into Indonesia with Honda America, which I absolutely love. But then we've got
that's just come down in price, hasn't it?
That's just come down in price. It's really good value. But it's a great one with Celebrity and Oceania as well. So it's a really, really good, varied show.
I was really surprised at how good the deals were, actually. They're always great, but we've got a cracking one in that we're going to start the show off with that takes you away in January for some winter sun. Now, you might be new there to the show and thinking, who's that handsome guy? Who are Planet Cruise? Why should I book with them? Well, many reasons. And I've had too many chocolates today, Keith.
I can tell.
I have, sorry.
Get this, everyone. Sean's has 2 cupcakes and over 20 quality streets.
I know.
He is flying on sugar as we speak.
Apologies, but on a serious note, Planet Cruise unbiased service, that's very important. They will find the right cruise for you, won't they?
Absolutely, yeah. We represent all the different cruise lines. We can get you on any ship in the world. We are open 7 days a week, and we've got a best price guarantee as well.
I know.
So if you see it cheaper elsewhere, get back in contact with us. Let us know. But the big thing beyond all that is the fact that we have a very, very high customer satisfaction rate.
Yes, you do, don't
currently
you?
96%, feedback rate online for positive feedback, which is amazing. And people like myself work for the company, i.e. someone who's been at sea as a cruise director for 12 years. So when you ring up, you're going to be speaking to people that cruise regularly, that have worked at sea, and that experience is passed on to you.
Which is so important. Now, I am hoping tonight that some of you may book your very first cruise, and we've got such a low price on this opening offer that it would be a great one maybe to get into cruising. It's with Thomson, the company you worked for.
6 years I spent with Thomson.
Yes.
Yeah, I loved it. They're a great British cruise company, really good fun, really, really great ethos on board.
Well, the price has been coming down on this one, and we're going to give you an upgrade to an outsider free upgrade. So I would book it tonight if you can, because I think it's going to fly. But Keith, you were on board, weren't you, with your check shirt?
I was.
Yes.
A few years back, I look a bit different.
It wasn't that long ago, but here he is.
With its uniquely British product, small, intimate ships, a great range of cruise and stay options, all tips included, an unrivaled number of regional airports you can fly from, plus a generous baggage allowance, it's little wonder that Thomson Cruises is turning heads. They boast one of the highest levels of repeat passengers in the industry, and after 6 years working for them, I can tell you why. They are without doubt the friendliest ships afloat. Some friends of mine who cruise a lot always pack 2 sizes of clothing. One for the start of the cruise, thank you, and one for the end. And once you've tasted the food on board, you'll understand why. It's international cuisine with a British twist. And with open sitting as standard, you won't need to rush trying to keep to the ship's schedule. You can set the pace and enjoy up to 7 meals a day. Trust me, it's possible. Whether it's a freshly pulled pint in a nightclub or sipping a cocktail of a day poolside, each of the bars on board Thomson ships enjoys a unique and special personality. With honest low prices, juggling waiters and service with a smile, you're never more than 2 minutes walk away from a refreshing aperitif. The Thomson Cruises has some of the best entertainment afloat. In a 2-week cruise, you'll see no fewer than 10 full production shows and some great comedy from award-winning UK guest artists. Add to that fantastic interactive game shows, cabarets, and all singing, all dancing deck parties, and you really won't want to go back to your cabin. There is lots and lots of choice with the accommodation on board Thomson ships, from insides through to stunning suites. All are en suite, offer 24-hour room service and 2 turn-downs a day. The only surprise you're going to encounter is what your hand towel will be transformed into when you return every night. My favourite is always the monkey with the sunglasses.
I tell you what, the Thomson experience, I mean, everyone that I've met that's been on a Thomson cruise has such high, regard for Thomson, has such a lot of fun as well. Talking of fun, you're getting some funny comments on you.
Well, yeah, it is true, because this was 3 years ago that was filmed. And Ian, however, would say, Keith, you were walking funny in that video. Did you need the toilets? Yeah, I noticed that as well.
Did you?
This is on Twitter. So, yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, I did look like I didn't need the toilet, no, but I was walking a bit strangely. I noticed that it was my John Wayne. It was my John Wayne. It was kind of, surely there's
in fairness, Keith was carrying quite a bit of extra weight then, weren't you, Keith?
This is it. Character assassination. No, but they are a great company. I spent 6 years working for them. It's a very British experience. Remember, with Thomson, you get all your tips included. This deal's got a particular chance to have upgrade to all-inclusive as well, which is the cheapest all-inclusive in the industry. It's incredible.
The all-inclusive, and I'd definitely do this without a shadow of a doubt, from only £10 per person per night. So honestly, I would do that. And not all Thomson cruises allow you to do that.
No, they don't. They don't. So this is a great opportunity, because not only the price is really, really good. I mean, it's well under £500. The itinerary's cracking. It's on the Majesty, one of the most popular ships. I've still got lots of friends that are working on there. And, the thing about Thomson, I say it time and time again, the crew are one big family, and they make you feel so special. They remember you by name, and they see you around the ship, and they'll wave and say hello. It's so friendly. It really is.
I'd love to do this one. I really would, particularly because it's so miserable here in January, and you're going to get some guaranteed winter sun, because we're going to fly you over, of course, to Tenerife, aren't we?
Yeah, that's right. Great place to start. And you're heading out from Tenerife to your first port of call, which is La Palma. The port itself is Santa Cruz. And this is great. Mother Nature basically had a field day with La Palma. This is rolling mountains, plunging valleys, sweet-smelling pine forests, dramatic black sand beaches and hidden coast. This is the Canary Islands stripped back 20 or 30 years. Yeah. This is one of the most least developed of the islands. Quaint whitewashed houses in villages, these grand colonial buildings and sleepy squares. But locals call this the beautiful island, and you're seeing why in these great images. It's also got a great thing called La Caldera de Trapadenti National Park. It's an enormous volcanic crater with, get this, a 28-kilometre circumference. It's the biggest in the world.
Wow.
You're seeing it here, and all the way around the kilometre you've got these beautiful towering pine trees, and it's home to over 25 different species of bird. It's absolutely amazing. That's your start. Then from there you're going to another gorgeous flower-filled island, one of my favourite in the world. Funchal, which means fennel. It's taken from the fennel that grows in the harbour. This is the island of Madeira, and Madeira, of course, is iconic for the dragon tree, for the orchid. It's iconic for the green, lush, mountainous hillsides, and the beautiful opportunity to hike up on the levadas, which is the walking trails, which were dug originally as irrigation ditches by the slaves in the 15th and 16th century. Wonderful chance. Look at that coastline there, the huge cliffs towering up, so green, so lush. You can have afternoon tea like Winston Churchill looking down on your ship in the Reed's Palace, and try steak on a stone.
I mean, I can't think of anywhere better to be in January, can you?
Oh, absolutely not. I mean, 2 cracking places to start with. Then you've got a relaxing day at sea to soak up some of that sun. Remember, you're in the Canaries, so it's 355 days of sunshine in a year. You're in that part of the world now. You're heading over, though, to the coast of Africa, and now you're in Agadir. Glittering sands that disappear into the distance. This is a great chance. This is basically your chance for a beach day, because Agadir has 9 kilometres of toe-tickling sands, and it's basically like a huge resort with a North African twist. Yes, if you don't want to do the beaches, you've got the Grand Souk, you can go and enjoy the hustle and the bustle, or you can go into Marrakesh and see maybe a belly dancer, or maybe enjoy the snake charmers and storytellers and acrobats and showmen. Then, from here, from Agadir, you're going through to Arrecife, Lanzarote. Its lunar landscape is world famous. Of course, it was where he filmed the original Planet of the Apes. It's known for many great things. I personally would recommend going to Cesar Manrique's home, built into 5 bubbles of lava, very Austin Powers, fantastic place to go and see. And also, if you get a chance to go into the Timofea National Park, where you have the dormant mountains of fire, and you can go on camels or you can hike through. They truly are stunning. Okay, from here we're going through now to Gran Canaria. Now this is golden dunes of golden dunes of sand, drenched in year-round sunshine, rugged mountains hiding these pretty whitewashed villages. You can go to Bandama Crater here, and it's the largest inhabited crater in the world, over 3,000 foot high. You've also got a chance to go into Las Palmas itself, where you dock, which is a very cosmopolitan capital, great for tapas bars and breathtaking architecture, and a great Christopher Columbus museum as well. Okay, and finally, if you get a chance here and you like sea life, go out on one of the dolphin and whale spotting trips. They all head through this area, and it's a great chance to see some of them. Okay, then you're going back to Tenerife before you fly home. It's a cracking itinerary, Sean.
It really is, and I mean, we're going to give you that upgrade, don't forget, a free upgrade to outside, so you've got all of that natural light coming in. Ship looks great, so many fantastic facilities, all different bars, restaurants, great service, fantastic entertainment.
And the ship was basically given a wonderful makeover in 2014.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes,
really?
So it's been really beautiful. I mean, all ships are freshened up every 3 or 4 years, and this is really, really recent, so it's beautiful. It's been given their I'm trying to remember the word they use, platinum status.
Has
It's
it?
been given their platinum upgrade.
So again, I mean, I don't know how we've done it at this price tonight. So let's just remind you what's included, because it's an awful lot actually on this one for $439. A free upgrade from inside to outside, and that does make such a difference to have that ocean view, that natural light. Return flights now. You've actually got 5 here, including that price. You've got London Gatwick, Luton, Stansted, Bournemouth, and Bristol. Other airports there may be available to just have small supplements. We've got actually 5 airports there. An upgrade to all-inclusive for only £10 per person per night. I would definitely do that myself.
And then I would as well, without a doubt. And then look at that,
yeah,
a 7-night all-inclusive stay in a 4C plus hotel in Tenerife. So you can add an extra week on in this wonderful all-inclusive hotel for a $559 extra.
And Keith, you were saying, with it being a 40 plus, it's one of their best hotels,
Absolutely, yeah. Most of the hotels are 4Ts. This is a 4T plus, so it's right at the top scale, the top echelon of the hotels that they offer.
The only thing we are going to say is, obviously, it's for the 12th of January, so it's not that far away. You are going to have to book quickly tonight. It is a free phone number, by the way. It's 0800 840 1088. And our call centre open until 10:30 tonight, Keith.
10:30
And what time tomorrow? Is it 8 or 8:30?
It's normally about 8:30 in the morning.
About 8:30 tomorrow. By the way, every cruise has its own ID number as well. This is 88983. Give us a call right now. I think that's amazing, actually. However, we're going to keep those prices low because we're going to move on to MSC. And this is on board the Splendida. Keith, you've been on board with MSC, haven't you? This is their sister ship that we're looking at right now, isn't it?
This is, and I've got to say,
that's
right from the start,
amazing.
look, yeah, just to soak this up. These are the most beautiful ships I have ever sailed on, I've ever walked around, I've ever experienced. They are truly stunning. The Swarovski crystal staircases, the wonderful use of kind of granite greys. You've got the infinity pool you just got a little glimpse of there. You've got, I think, 4 total pools on the outside deck. Then you've got the covered area there, which you can expose, but also means you get to swim when the weather's not so great. You've got a great spa area on board these ships as well, and a great focus on entertainment. The shows really impressed me. I was really surprised. They use a lot of acrobatics. They use a very kind of visual show, because obviously you've got an international audience, so you're not going to be cruising just with Brits. You're going to be cruising with people from all over Europe, and it gives it a really cosmopolitan feel. The dining also really impressed me. I had the best pizza, full stop. And
really?
In mind, yeah, I mean,
and you're quite a foodie, aren't you?
I'm a real foodie. The traditional flat Napoleon pizza. Produced on board. They have a partnership with Italy, the slow food revolution that's come out of Italy. The pastas, the pizzas, the risottos on board were absolutely stunning.
I've yet to cruise MSC, but I have to say, seeing that clip of film there, I really want to. That really looks
it was
so opulent.
Really great, and we had a wonderful chance to cruise in the yacht club, and there is an upgrade with this to go into the yacht club. And I would say do it if you can, because it gives you kind of all-inclusive in your own bar, your own special restaurant, your own areas of the ship. It's and a really extra special amazing cabin.
We've actually got some filming of that you're going to see a little bit later on.
That's
yeah,
right,
we have got it, so stay tuned. It's in the next couple of minutes. However, let's see where you're going to be going. So it starts off with a flight from London to Genoa.
I do. Yeah, sorry, bad joke.
That's a really bad thing.
So straight out of Genoa, which is known as the marketplace of the Mediterranean, and you're heading over to Rome. Civitavecchia is the port, and it's a couple of hours into Rome, but it's an incredible opportunity to go and see the Colosseum, where the gladiators, of course, fought for life and death at the Caesar and the crowd's pleasure. Piazza Navona, which is a great place to go and see the fountains and the little restaurants and the people just wandering around. Then, of course, you've got Vatican City, which is an incredible chance to go and see the Pope. The Spanish Steps as well, which, you know, great view at the top of the Spanish Steps over the skyline of Rome. And then, of course, yeah, St. Peter's Basilica, you've got the River Tiber. There's so much here to do.
It is an amazing place, isn't it?
It is an amazing city, and, you know, you do actually need a week to explore it. So even if you've been once or twice, go back and enjoy it again.
I couldn't believe how big the Colosseum was, actually.
It's massive, isn't it? Yeah, it really is. And actually, just, you know, actually walking in and standing around it, you can imagine how terrifying it must have been when with people that didn't understand the size of skyscrapers we have now. You know, everything was on a bigger scale. Okay, we're then going from here through to Palermo, which is the island of Sicily. This just sits just beneath the boot. And this is an amazing chance now for you to see a combination of East and West, of Christian and Muslim, of Arab and Norman. It's a wonderful old city which you can wander through. And there's loads to do here. I recommend going to the Capuchin convents. They've got these mummified bodies here that were dressed for their final journey, and they're perfectly preserved. I recommend that. I recommend going through and doing maybe a Godfather tour and following in the footsteps of Marlon Brando, Robert De Niro, and going to some of the filming locations of those iconic films. Try some Sicilian ice cream, particularly the olive oil ice cream, which is famous on the island, which I know sounds weird, but is absolutely delicious. And if you get a chance, go up Etna and explore. Okay, Valletta is next. I mean, this is a great itinerary, Sean. It really is, because Valletta is one of my favourite places in the world. Sailing into the Grand Harbour there, which was built by the Knights of St John, the Hospitallers as they were also known, is absolutely amazing. It's like sailing into a Game of Thrones set or a J.R. Tolkien Lord of the Rings set, and it's fortified Majesty. And then you've got the Upper Baracca Gardens for a great view once you've climbed up, you know, around the steps of the ancient citadel. You've got loads of great. There's the Upper Baracca Gardens. The view from there is stunning. You can look down on your ship. You've also got a chance to go into many churches and markets. Go to the bar where Oliver Reed had his last order, which was like something like, I don't know, about 8 shorts and about, you know, a couple of bottles of wine and everything. He was filming Gladiator here, of course, when he sadly passed. It's called Ollie's Last Bar. Or head into Medina, the silent city where cars are banned. That's right in the centre of this island.
It really is. It's a beautiful place, isn't it?
It's incredible.
Yeah, I've only been there once, but really liked it.
Relaxing day at sea then, enjoying everything the ship has to offer, that beautiful ship, and then Barcelona. This is sandwiched between the sea, the Mediterranean Sea, and what's known as the Sierra de Corozella Hills. It's the Catalonian capital. It's a wonderful place to walk up via Las Ramblas, right to the top here to La Boquera Market, over 900 years old. Or maybe go to the Nou Camp and see the Football Museum, the wonderful statue of Pelé and some of the greatest footballers in the world. Parc Güell, one of Gaudi's pieces, that sits right at the top, with great views over the whole of Barcelona. And of course you can take the cable car up to Montjuic and see the Olympic Stadium and wander in some of the sheltered gardens. But definitely get some tapas there. Okay, then from Barcelona we're going through to Marseille, France's second largest city. It's got a magical harbour. It's one of the oldest of the great French cities. It's a multicultural melting pot, and it's a great chance to go over to Chateau d'Elf that you just saw there, where the Count of Monte Cristo was imprisoned. All the views from here. Take the Petit train up to the Notre Dame Basilica for amazing views, and try bolognese. It's a French stew which is just melts in the mouth.
I tell you, when you think you get to see so many places, don't you? You know, rather than being stuck in one place for 7 nights, look at all these amazing ports of call. And only a deposit needed tonight. Now that price starts at $479. However, Keith, when you cruised with MSC, you and Nikki and the team, you actually stayed in the yacht club, which is, it's like a ship within a ship, isn't it? Here it is.
It is. It's really exclusive, and literally you see this. You get met off the ship by the butlers. They take your case. They walk you on board. These are trained, very highly trained butlers, and that butler then looks after you throughout the course of the cruise. You have your own areas for sunbathing, for dining, your own restaurant. It's the best restaurant on the ship. You have you're basically all inclusive in the bars there, you know, within that complex.
Okay.
Yeah. So within the special complex, you get that wonderful all-inclusive offering. The cabins are brilliant, and they're big, they're spacious, they're balcony cabins. They really, really look after you, full of modern, quirky features, and again, decorated in these gorgeous granites and deep plush reds. You also get lots of extras, like a chance to do private shopping, great access through to the spa, get the concierge service. but again, the restaurant itself is a real masterpiece in Italian dining.
And you can, of course, still dine in the restaurants around the rest of the ship.
Absolutely, the whole rest of the ship is open to you as well, but you've got your own area where only you can go, so a chance for you to get away, you know, from everyone else, and just, you know, really feel like you're. I suppose it's like travelling the old first class, you know, but it doesn't feel like that in all the negativity of that, but it has the specialness of that, definitely.
So there's just some of the extras that the Yacht Club exclusive services will offer there. So private venues and butler service, concierge reception, the Thomson lounge there with those gorgeous, elegant panoramic views. And, of course, your panoramic private restaurant with the gourmet dining. It's all inclusive within the Yacht Club areas, and you also get complimentary thermal suite in the spa there as well, and tailor-made to excursions. So, just to remind you what's included in the price. Now, the drinks package, we're going to give you a list of this in a second, but it's one of the best drinks packages.
Well, this is it. This is the Allegrissimo. This is included.
And that's free?
Yeah, so again, this is already an all-inclusive cruise for under £500.
Wow.
With that itinerary, which is spectacular. So, you know, even if you don't go for the Yacht Club, what you're getting there, what you've got on the screen there, is still absolutely amazing.
Really is, isn't it?
It really is.
Return flights, we have got a special price on the Yacht Club tonight, starting at $9.99. And we even have a Christmas sailing from only $8.29 as well. And the drinks package, Keith and I were looking, it's one of the best that MSC actually do, isn't it? So unlimited consumption of alcoholic and non-alcoholic beverages, and that includes wine by the glass as well. Draft beers, soft drinks, mineral water, hot drinks, and a wide selection of drinks and cocktails from the bar list as well. And really, you know, when it comes to drinks package, I know I always get a drinks package, but it isn't just about the alcoholic drinks, it's about the soft drinks as well. Price-wise, price is starting as low as $479 there as well. I've got to say the upgrades are really good. Looking at the outside of the balcony, aren't they?
They're very good value, and again, with that itinerary, I would say go for a balcony if you can, because you've got a lot of great sailings.
Yeah,
you know, particularly in places like Malta for Valletta, it's amazing.
All we ask tonight, you know, if you just want some extra information, give us a call. It is a free phone number, of course. It's just there, 0800 840 1088. I know that number very well. And the ID number is 99667 for that one.
Greg Smith has been in touch. He's just said that ears pricked up at the Yacht Club mention. That's real value under £1,000. So thank you, Greg. And Sue Scott, hi to my favourite duo. Great show.
Thank you
For the latest deals and key tips for exploring. And there's loads of lovely. Bev Chapman saying Merry Christmas.
Thank you, Bev.
Karen Robertson as well saying 439 for a week. You're joking. Amazing. That was on the Thomson.
That was on the Thomson. I think that Thomson one is going to go really quickly tonight. Don't. I'll use a big word. Procrastinate on that one.
Yeah, get in touch. It's at Beef Keith or at Planet Cruise if you want to tweet us live.
Yeah.
And we'll mention you.
And we love your feedback. We really do. Now, we both. Now, we don't agree on everything, but we both...
Oh, stop it, Sean, we do.
No, we don't. But this is a brilliant offer with Holland America. The price has just come down and you're getting the Ocean View upgrade tonight as well. But, anyway, here you are again, Keith. You're on a lot tonight, aren't you?
I'm sick of me.
Good job.
Having recently completed the latest series of enhancements as part of their £350 million Signature of Excellence programme, Holland America Line's MS Rotterdam is an elegant masterpiece of naval engineering. As the flagship of the fleet, walking around it is an event in itself, with over $2 million worth of art and antiques just begging to be discovered. Whether you choose the class and sophistication of the Explorer's Lounge, or the elegant viticulture of the wine tasting room, or even the panoramic views and late-night club atmosphere of the Crow's Nest, there really is a venue suited just to you. But the most recent addition to Rotterdam is this, the Mix, and it's my absolute favourite. 3 speciality venues: champagne for midday mimosas and bubbles, martinis for Grey Goose cocktails, and spirits and ales for microbrews, single malts, and sports updates. Under the direction of Holland America's award-winning, Michelin-starred Culinary Council, the food on Rotterdam is simply stunning. You can eat at a set time or dine as you please, with restaurants to suit every mood. And here, in the spectacular La Fontaine dining room, they offer 5-course menus, an extensive wine list, and impeccable service. And best of all, there's continental cuisine, low-carb and vegetarian options. I'm a massive fan of Rotterdam's Culinary Arts Centre. It's a state-of-the-art demonstration kitchen offering interactive gourmet cooking lessons taught by master chefs. Then, after dinner, you can take your seat here in this magnificent theatre for some amazing entertainment featuring dynamic concerts, huge musical productions, full of Broadway veterans and some great guest artists. There's a wealth of spacious staterooms to choose from, ranging from great value insides to sea view rooms or even suites with private balconies, and all feature pure Egyptian cotton sheets, fluffy bathrobes, salon quality hairdryers, fresh flowers and of course your attentive stateroom steward. But my absolute favourite are these brand new lanai staterooms with direct access to the promenade deck. And you even get your own sun lounger. Brilliant.
I tell you, first of all, the ships look stunning. This is a 5-star company, isn't it?
It's a 5-star company, yeah. Again, one of the oldest histories. So they've been around for over 140 years, taking people around the world. And they do really great food, I've got to say, actually. They really, I mean, everyone I speak to that travels with them always talks about the food. But the ships are lovely to walk around. And you can get that iPod from reception and just walk around looking at all the artwork, because they spend millions on the artwork.
So the price has come down on this one just yesterday, and we're giving you the free upgrade. So when you actually see where you're travelling to, it is fantastic at this price tonight. So start us off with a flight over to Singapore. You've actually got a night in a hotel there, then you embark the ship. Now, I only spent a day in Singapore, kids. You're actually there a bit longer on this one.
You are.
I love Singapore.
It's incredible, Sean. I know it's a place that you know that we both want to go back and visit for more, because I still haven't had enough of it. Yeah, you get a night before you get on the ship, then you get a full day on board, your first day on the ship, and then you get another overnight on board at the end of the cruise as well. So lots of chance to explore this. And again, this is a beautiful place. It's a real mix of Chinese shop houses with red tiled roofs. You've got sturdy Victorian buildings like Raffles and the hotel. You've got places like this, the Marina Bay Sands, where you can sit literally in a beach and overlook with a cocktail the whole of the city. You've got the world's largest bird aviary, which has over 8,000 different types of bird. That's Raffles as well. You can go and get a Singapore sling in the long bar there, and you literally, everyone goes and there's monkey nuts at the bar, and when you've had the monkey nuts, you then throw the shells on the floor. So when you walk in, you're crunching on all these shells. So it's really,
So
really
I never got time, and I'm so glad you get, say, you know, a few nights here on this cruise.
Absolutely.
You need it. It's a wonderful place. So we've got our time in Singapore, then a day at sea, Keith.
That's right, and then we get into Indonesia. Now remember, there are over 18,000 Indonesian islands, and this is the most in-depth experience into Indonesia I've seen. Your first chance, Jakarta. The port's called Tanjung Priok. Try pronouncing that after you've had your Christmas sherry. And it's your gateway through to Jakarta. It's an exotic capital. You can go through and you can see the massive Museum of Indonesia, which chronicles the 16 centuries of history. But I recommend going out to the Taman Safari Park. It's one of the most successful breeding centres of endangered species in the world. You can go and see Sumatran and albino tigers, rhinos, Chinese bears that roam freely throughout the park. It's really incredible. Or get a chance to go through to the Gunung Mas tea plantation and go and see how they produce their tea. Okay, then we're going through to Semarang. Now, literally, this is gorgeous because across what's called the Kidu Plain from the port stands one of the greatest man-made wonders in the world, the Temple of Borobudur. It's the largest temple in the world. It was covered in volcanic ash for nearly a millennium, and then it was discovered in 1814. It was dug out, lots of treasure hunters went in, and it was only in 1973 that UNESCO supervised a 10-year restoration. You can see the splendour of it there. Those massive bells, you would be dwarfed by one of those bells. It's one of the most spiritual, one of the most magical experiences to go and sit on the top of that temple and look out on all the green, lush mountainside. It's amazing, it really, really is. Okay, then you've got a relaxing day at sea before you then go through to a place called Probolinggo. Again, of course, this is all Indonesia, and this has got an amazing national park. Look at that. This is Mount Bromo, and it's so stunning. And you've got a wonderful 600-foot waterfall here. You've got a 14th century Jabung Buddhist temple. You've got bull racing, which is a massive culture here, because this is East Java. So you can go and see the locals bull racing, and that's the 600-foot waterfall I was talking about, the Madukapura waterfall. It's like journeying into the lost areas of the world.
I can't remember. Have we seen this port before, Keith?
It's
quite rare one, isn't it?
Very, very rare.
Yeah.
Very, very rare chance, because obviously most times people go into Indonesia, they only do Bali.
Yeah.
You know, they don't go into all these other islands. So then we're going from here through now to Bali, and you've got an overnight on board in Bali, which is fantastic. It's the Indonesian island we all know, that we love. love. And there's an amazing chance here for you to go through these undulating hills that are thick with terraced rice paddies and fields of banana and coffee. There's miles of pristine beaches, world-class hotels and spas, dense cork forests that are haunted by these gregarious long-tailed monkeys that swing through the trees alongside you. And you've got the Temple of Hanuman, which is what you see a picture of there. Look, the monkeys looking at the temple statues. The Temple of Hanuman. Hanuman is the monkey god, and it's an incredible chance for you to go and see that. You can go horse riding on the beach and go and see the Ketchuk. Go and see the Ketchuk. It's the Balinese fire dance, and it's absolutely stunning. Okay, overnight there, so loads of chance to explore it. 2 full days, and then the neighbouring island of Lombok, which often gets forgotten. This is just across the strait, and this is Bali 30 to 40 years ago. It's Bali before all the mass tourism, and it's a wonderful chance for you to go swimming, to go snorkeling, to relax on beautiful, clear, free beaches. The island itself again has the rice terraces, the plantations, the cloud forests over to the north, and it's also got Indonesia's second highest peak, Mount Rinjani, which is over 12,000 foot high, Sean. Can you believe that? And also a wonderful place, if you get a chance, the Madura Water Palace, which was once a haunt of the royal family. Then we're going through from here to Komodo Island.
I've always wanted to visit Komodo.
Yeah, this is another one of the famous Indonesian islands. This whole place is a natural biosphere. The only way you're going to get off is by doing a tour. Go and do it. You'll go and see these Komodo dragons. I always get blown away by this, but they weigh over 300 pounds. They're up to 10 foot in length. They hunt in packs, and you're going to get a chance to go and hang out with them. Obviously, you know, with strict guidelines. And also there's pink sand beaches here, black sand beaches. It's really stunning. Relaxing day at sea before you then go through to Surabaya. Another overnight on board here, and this is the province of East Java. It's often called the City of Heroes because it's got a great history here. Again, you've got a chance to explore Java I'm losing my words here, but the nature of Java is the island itself. It's a big island, so again, Mount Bromo if you want to. But I would say head into the old town itself and experience some of the Dutch colonial architecture and go through to Chinatown, which is quite magical. Then after the overnight there, relaxing day at sea, back to Singapore. You've got another overnight on board in Singapore before you then eventually fly home. And again, if you are in Singapore, go to the bird park.
Keith, I would have actually expected, bear in mind you are getting an ocean view, you've got the extra stay in Singapore. This is a 5-star cruise line. I'd expect this to start with a 2, wouldn't you?
I really,
for
really
an
would.
ocean view as well. This
is phenomenal value because you've got your flights, you've got all your food, you've got all your entertainment, you've got an incredible itinerary throughout Indonesia. And it's mind-blowing.
You don't have too long to wait either. 15th of February there, 2016. Let's just remind you what's included. I really like that one, really like it. You are going to get the new reduced... Okay, it's catching, is this?
Reduced.
I'll try that one again. The new reduced rates. The prices are... Don't laugh too much, Keith. The prices just dropped yesterday. Return flights are based on London Heathrow, but we have got flights available from most UK airports. Just ask the call centre. Supplements may apply for those, and you do get those overnights on board in Singapore and Bali there as well. The ID number on this one is 107547. And it's amazing. I think you'll agree. You get to see so many wonderful places, and you are away there for 90 nights. And they... because that cruise ship is a 5-star cruise ship as well. Now, we'll say 5-star because we've got Oceania coming up next, haven't we?
Yeah, 5-star plus Oceania.
Yeah, they are actually, aren't they? Got to say, I cruised with Oceania about 2 years ago now, and the whole experience was outstanding, but the food particularly. And you always expect a high standard on cruise ships, but... Wow, it was good, wasn't it?
Their tagline is they're a cruise line for enthusiastic foodies, which you know, pretty much sums up what you said there.
Yeah, oh, it was wonderful. Anyway, here we are to tell you more.
In 2003, 2 of luxury cruises' biggest names teamed up to create one of the best value-for-money options in cruising. A destination-intensive, floating hotel experience with top-notch food and superior service. Welcome to a cruise line for enthusiastic foodies, where you can have whatever you want, whenever you want. This is value without compromise. This is Oceania Cruises. Oceania have an open seating dining experience, where all the specialty restaurants are complimentary with no hidden fees. But you know what's truly impressive is the quality of the ingredients, with the beef and the lamb sourced from their own farm in Colorado and the seafood from their own farm in Maine. It's a culinary journey you will never ever want to end. When you cruise with Oceania, unlimited complimentary soft drinks, bottled water, specialty coffees, teas and juices are all included in the price on every sailing. Or if, like me, you're a coffee lover, then this is definitely the cruise line for you, with the legendary Illy coffee served all day and night here in Baristas. If you're a lover of the arts, then you're going to find the entertainment both engrossing and exciting. You can attend a live classical concert under the stars, or marvel at magicians and comedians, or soak up a fantastic show. The award-winning Canyon Ranch Spa has been the acknowledged world leader in healthy living expertise, and a haven of luxury and comfort and warmth for over 30 years. And it's no surprise then that they chose Oceania Cruises as the perfect partner. And on board all the ships you can relax in open air whirlpools, indulge in detoxifying body wraps, or enjoy the latest Eastern treatments such as shiatsu, reflexology and acupuncture. The generous proportions of Oceania Cruises suites and staterooms are the ultimate in luxury. You can plump the goose down pillows of your prestige tranquility bed, or breathe in the fresh sea air on your private teak veranda. Whatever it is, Oceania suites feature oversized living and dining areas, as well as marble and granite-clad bathrooms and bathtubs.
God, how wonderful does that look? And a beautiful itinerary as well.
Yeah, really great itinerary. And again, no sea days.
No.
So this is actually quite rare. This is what you get when you go with Oceania. You know, you end up paying a little bit more for a lot more offered to you, in the sense of the quality of the food, the amount that's given to you, and of course the amount of time import as well. You get to spend longer. So your first port of call is a great chance to head up from Monte Carlo, that magical sail out. So imagine joining the ship in Monte Carlo. I've done this, and you do feel like a millionaire driving down to pick up your yacht. So you know, you've got that wonderful kind of feel straight away as you start, you know, as you're rubbing shoulders with Roman Abramovich. Then your first port of call is Antibes. This is beaches and beauty. It's a stunning coastal city. It's your gateway through to the glamour of Cannes, to go through maybe to the perfume of Grasse, or the medieval beauty of places like St Paul de Vence, which are gorgeous walled medieval French cities. Then we're going from here through to Toulon. Now I love Toulon. It's your gateway through to the Côte d'Azur. It's your chance to go through from there to Saint-Tropez or Aix-en-Provence as well if you want to. Then it's the town of water. However, I love Toulon itself. It's a great rugby playing town for a start. Johnny Wilkerson played here for many years. However, you've got a chance to go to the farmers' markets to try some of the local produce. You can head into Provence and stumble upon sleepy French villages, or you can take the local Petit train through to the local beach, or go and get a crepe on the seafront. Go, you know, and I honestly, I used to have a crepe every week on the seafront in Toulon whenever I was here. It's a wonderful chance, and you've got lots of little different flavours you can put with them as well. Then we're going through to Barcelona. Now Barcelona is we've already talked about Barcelona, so we'll move on from that, but of course a magical city and the best urban beaches in the world,
yes,
according to National Geographic.
You do forget that sometimes, don't you?
You do. Barcelona, go there. Okay, then we're going through to Palma de Mallorca. I used to spend every week here. A lot of ships are based out of Palma when they're doing their summer runs, their summer seasons. And the beaches here are second to none. That's the magical cathedral, which is at the end of this long waterfront. You're going to see a closer picture coming up next. And behind that, you've got these wonderful cobbled streets where you can go and get gambas alioli, prawns in garlic, which is stunning. You've also got the caves of Drac that you can go and explore, which is an underwater subterranean paradise. You can go also to and get what they call the Esmeralda, which is their version of the croissant. You dip it in hot chocolate. That's a tradition on Palma. And you can buy, Bar Bosch does it, and it's just down on the right-hand side of this place, Boulevard de Born, which is behind the cathedral you saw there. Other things to do, take the Solar train, been running since the 1920s. It's a vintage electric train heading into the hills. It's gorgeous. Okay, then we're going through to Cagliari. This is a rare report, sadly. I think it should be on far more itineraries. It's Sardinia, one of the biggest islands in the Mediterranean. A wonderful close neighbour of Italy. This is a great city for you to explore. It's spread over 7 hills, and you'll see all the different influences from the different rulers it's had over its time, from the Romans, the Vandals, the Byzantines, the Phoenicians. And it's great for cooking, great for food. They have great things like roast suckling pig and myrtle stuffed wild boar and things like that you can really get stuck into. Great if you're a meat eater. And great beaches, the best beaches in the Mediterranean in my view. Then Amalfi finally, wedged into the mouth of a ravine, encircled by these sheer cliffs and these beautiful waters, we have Amalfi. We also have Postiano. You've got the whole coast. Hire a car and just explore the coast. Drive along feeling like James Bond. you know, or Jane Fonda, or whoever you want to, you know, whoever you want to be. But you will feel like, again, a celebrity, because it makes you feel that way. It's so beautiful, it's so stunning. The waters are so azure, the cliffs are so high, and again, this is where they produce limoncello. So you'll see all the beautiful lemon groves.
I think you've got a beautiful ship, but a stunning itinerary there, haven't you? You really have. And then, of course, back to Rome and your flight over to UK. So you're going to be aboard the most stunning ship. I was on the sister ship to the Riviera, and honestly, I just couldn't believe how high the standards were, how beautiful the ships are, exquisite service, the most incredible food that you can imagine. Is that red ginger we just saw as well?
It is red ginger, and again, that's one of the most award-winning restaurants at sea, as you know yourself, Sean. I think it's one of our favourite places to go and eat.
And are the speciality restaurants still included?
Everything's included. So you've got all these open seating restaurants. I think there's 4 of them, and they're all included in the price. Wow. So you don't have to pay. So whereas with most cruise lines you would pay a bit extra to go and eat in them, here it's already included.
Well, we're going to show you the inside stateroom, but that's not yours. You're going to get the veranda for $1,899.
Look at that. The size of that bed.
I know. The beds were amazing, remember, actually, so comfortable.
Yeah.
So we're also going to give you tonight free prepaid gratuities. They are going to be included in the price. Return flights from London. We've also got flights available from selected UK airports. And remember, this is 5-star plus.
This is 5-star plus, and you know, I would go as far as to say it's semi-all-inclusive, because you get a lot of things extra included as well. You know, you still have to pay for your alcoholic drinks if you want to get those. However, there is so much included here, and great coffee. I think I talked about it. But coffee's amazing.
So from my own cruise experience, I'd definitely give them 5-star plus.
Yeah.
Anyway, the ID number for this one. I'm planning my cruises like you are for next year as I'm presenting the show. I'm thinking, looks really nice. August as well, a great time to go. So 95462 is the ID number for that one. Really nice. But our final cruise is with Celebrity Cruises, a brand that I know very, very well. I've been very lucky to cruise on it 5 times now. So let's take them on. I've been on all of their ships, but I've never been to New Zealand. I've never been to Sydney. You get a chance to do that with this one right now.
Yeah, it's an incredible itinerary. So, yeah, to start off with, you've got a chance to explore New South Wales, Sydney.
And we're there in a 4-star hotel for 2 nights, aren't we?
You are, Sean, you are. And, you know, sailing into Sydney Harbour or out of it is something akin to a religious experience. The ship's docked right in the centre, in what's called Circular Quay, right by the iconic Opera House. And you have a tour of the Opera House included in this. On your second day, that's already included. You've got the coat hanger there. Can you see it? It's called the coat hanger by the locals. The wonderful harbour bridge gives you great views of the harbour and the surrounding areas. You can do so much here. Trace the roots of the original convict settlers and the various old pubs around the Rocks area. You can enjoy the top-class restaurants. The food is so good. You can just enjoy looking at the tanned, happy, athletic-looking locals, which are good eye candy. You can take the ferry down to Manly. You can stroll the craggy beaches from Bonsai through to Coogee, take in the views from the Harbour Bridge, or head into the Blue Mountains. You're getting pictures here of the vineyards of the Hunter Valley and the Blue Mountains. It's absolutely stunning.
So what a great start to your holiday of a lifetime. And then, of course, you are transferred to the Celebrity Solstice for a 12-night cruise. So let's have a look at the Celebrity experience.
You saw it there, modern luxury, Sean, and I know that...
Again, 5-star.
5-star, absolutely, and again, a very good focus on food. I know that both of us were very impressed when we sailed with them on the amount of quality and the sheer variety of food. And they do cater, remember this, if you are new to cruising, they cater for every single type of food allergy, food specifications. They can really make something unique to you. And Celebrity have wonderful excursions. They do a lot of work with Ben Fogle as well, that could be well known to our UK audience. You get a great chance to enjoy so many different styles of places to eat. So that's Sushi Lollipops, which is through in the wonderful cuisine, which are the menus on an iPad. You then got great entertainment in these huge big theatres. You've got the Lawn Club as well. You look at that. This is real grass on the top of the ship, and round the back of that you've got the Sunset Bar, and that's the best place to go and have a drink. It's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Particularly as you sail away from port at night, go and have a cheeky martini up there, or maybe a pina colada.
So I've cruised with Solstice 5 times now. Can't really fault the experience. Just everything's wonderful, and the shows, some of the best shows I've ever seen.
Really,
I've been on board their ships.
Really impressive. And again, I mean, I chose my first cruise, my first paid cruise this year ever, and I chose Celebrity as well. So I would agree with you, Sean. And again, the great focus with Celebrity is that they are going to give you a great opportunity to spend a long time in port, great lot of different excursions, and a great onboard experience, which is both luxurious, both modern, slightly quirky at times, but with a real focus on service.
They have an edge,
quality.
don't they?
They have an edge. It's a quirky edge, but one that I like.
So we've spent time in Sydney. We're on board the ship. That gives you an idea of the experience. Your first day will be at sea, so you can really get to know that ship well. But we're making our way over to Melbourne, aren't we?
We are. That's right. And this is the big rival in Australia to Sydney. You know, they vie for supremacy. It's an incredible, sophisticated, slick and bohemian city full of character-filled neighbourhoods. It produces a lot of the best art, museum, cuisine and fashion in the whole of the world. And you can step back in time here and you can experience Australia's gold rush days, or pan for gold. Do the Puffing Billy train. Head out, go out and do a bit of panning for gold. It's a century-old train which runs on its original mountain track through into the Dandenong Ranges. It's really great. Okay, relaxing day at seas.
And they're nice, you know, the days at sea when you're on such a beautiful ship. I love them.
Yeah, particularly in great sunshine, great tanning, so much to do on board.
Wonderful.
All that free food and entertainment.
Big, massive sun lounges with Celebrity as well.
Yeah, really good. And of course, they've got the service of the guys, the butlers, the actual poolside butlers, which is quite rare in the industry to have that service. They'll go and find you a sunbed.
You will get very lazy on those days.
You will, you're right. Then we're going into, as we head over to New Zealand, we've got the sounds here. Now, these are basically fjords, but they're fjords on steroids. You're talking about mile-high fjords almost. You know, they are absolutely incredible. And, you know, you've got Doubtful Sound, you've got Dusky Sound and Milford Sound. And, again, the views, the photos we're showing you here do nothing to actually being a tiny ant, as how you feel, looking up at the wonder of creation all around you. A great playground as well for fur seals and penguins and whales and all sorts of wildlife.
I mean, I know you said the pictures don't do it justice, but they still look pretty
amazing.
Good.
They do, they really do. Then, from here, going to Dunedin. It's your first port of call in New Zealand. This is almost like, very similar to Edinburgh. Gets called, you know, the kind of New Zealand's Edinburgh. The scenery are borrowed heavily from Scotland, and it's home to to New Zealand's only castle as well, which is well worth a view.
I presume the weather's a bit better, though, okay?
Much better, yeah. Much better. Not as many kilts, sadly, either. Akarara's next. This is on the eastern shores of the South Island of New Zealand, and it sits in the shadow of the snow-capped Southern Alps, secluded beaches, quaint boutiques, a harbour full of the rare Hector dolphins. It's a slice of France. In New Zealand. This has got a real French feel. It's lovely. Then we go through to Wellington, recently named the coolest little capital in the world by Lonely Planet, and I love it. It's situated on the Cook Straits. That's the best way of going up. You go up there in the wonderful train which goes right up, the cable car. That's it. And again, you can see some of the views you're going to get to enjoy. But the city itself is a haven for foodies and coffee lovers. It's very hilly, so yeah, use the cable car. And on your way up to the top of Mount Victoria, you'll go past this eclectic mix of wooden cottages, Art Deco sculptures and fountains and galleries, and then head back down walking through the protected forest slopes of the Botanical Gardens, full of these gorgeous conifers and fragrant roses. And if you get a chance, head out to Wairarapa. It's an enchanting rural area full of lakes and rivers. The Maori call it the heart of New Zealand. And if you get a chance as well, from here you can go, if you love Lord of the Rings, you can go and see places like Isengard and Rivendell and Lothorium. Okay, relaxing day at sea before you go through to Tauranga. Initially settled by the Maori in the 13th century, it's situated midway on the North Island's eastern coast. It's within Captain Cook's renowned Bay of Plenty, that you may well have heard about. Subtropical climate, beautiful golden beaches, lush parks, laid-back atmosphere, and your chance to go through to the Maori heartland known as Rotorua. And this is incredible. Exploding mud pools, the chance to go and see the haka perform for you, chance to go and hiking and see the kiwi bird, which of course is the emblem of New Zealand.
You're there every night on board, aren't you, as well?
That's right. You've got a great chance to explore that. And then from here, you go straight the way through to Auckland. And you disembark here for a 2-night stay in a 4-star hotel, and this is incredible. It's the only city in the world built on top of an active volcanic field. It's a maritime city, a vibrant waterfront district. You're getting a view here of some of the views next to the water. And you've got a busy harbour, an iconic bridge, which gives you great views of Rangitoto Island. And talking about Rangitoto Island, Rangitoto is New Zealand's youngest and probably most famous volcano. And you're going to get a tour included in this over the ferry, a four-wheel drive exploration down up to the slopes of Rangitoto. That's all included as well.
I've always been quite fascinated with volcanoes.
Quite incredible. Yeah. And this is a really great island tour to go and do as well. And that's the Gulf, of course, that Rangitoto sits on. You get great views back over Auckland. The other thing I say do is do climb up the Sky Tower, 360-degree uninterrupted views, a glass floor, and you can bungee jump 600 foot off if you want to. There, you see the tower in the middle there. You can bungee jump.
I think I prefer to watch, Keith.
You could do.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's better for the
I'll
underwear.
watch you do that. So let's remind you, I mean, again, a stunning finish to the show, with celebrity, of course, as well. This is what's included in that price of $2,399. Now, our advice, and we'll show you the pricing in a second, but I would definitely go for the Ocean View. You'll get a free classic drinks patty. Oh, God, Keith. A free classic drinks package. It sounds like I've just had it, doesn't it? When looking Ocean View on
Is that water or gin in your glass?
It is obviously water. A free upgrade from Ocean View to balcony on selected sailings. That's the 23rd of November and the 1st of February 2017. Return flights and your itineraries as well. Now, the classics drinks package, I've said it again, I keep putting an S on the classics. The classic drinks package, I haven't had it, but you will get specialty teas, coffees, sodas, selected beers, spirits, wines, a wide selection of beverages in the bars and restaurants, and also a 50% discount on all wines by the bottle. It's one of the best drinks packages to see, in my opinion. It's the one that I always book with celebrity. Now, you might want to upgrade to concierge class as well. Loads of extras, things like priority check-in with that. You also get things like your custom blended shower gels, complimentary shoe shine service. But pricing wise, the reason why I say go for the Ocean View, have a look at this, we'll just show you the difference between inside to Ocean View. You can see there, I mean, on that date of the 23rd of November, the difference is only maybe £300. And if you work out that drinks package over the 12 nights, it makes sense to do that, doesn't it?
It really does make sense. I always get a drinks package when I sail on board.
I do.
And you very quickly work out how much money it's saving you.
And it also makes it really easy, doesn't it? If you look actually on the 13th of February, the difference there is around about £230. So brilliant prices, and on selected dates, the 23rd of November there, no difference in price from the Ocean View to the balcony, so you get a free upgrade there as well. The same on the 1st of February. So the ID number, I've got my teeth in now, is 105993. What a great way to finish the show. But let's remind everybody of the 5 cruises that we've seen so far. Now, I've got some news on the Thomson cruise. We've been really busy for this one. Now, the all-inclusive drinks package upgrade has sold out. The one that starts from only £10 per person tonight has gone. Just ask the call centre what's available. That one has sold out. It's been really busy. 4399.
Well, it's incredible, and we know a lot of our viewers love sailing with Thomson, so no wonder it's gone quick.
All tips and service charges are included on that one as well, and you're getting a free upgrade. You know, think about that. You're going to get all of that natural light, but it must be selling very quickly. So if you do want the drinks package, say the ones for only £10 have gone. There's only ever a limited number, I believe, Keith, on some of the ships.
There is, yeah. Just in a sense to protect the bar staff more than anything as well. Yeah.
But anyway, ask the call centre for more details. 439, but do it now. Do it tonight if you possibly can on that free phone number. Another great cruise from MSC was next. Now, you actually get a free drinks package in this one. It's one of their best, isn't it?
It is. Allegrissimo, very, lots of different things included in that. So it really does make this whole cruise all-inclusive.
And a yacht club special starting from only $999 on that one. Deposit only needed tonight, and the ID number there is 99667. We then moved on to a fantastic cruise. I actually think one of the very best we've ever seen with 5-star Holland America. These are new reduced rates, so that the reason why it's so good, they've just literally come down, and we're going to give you that upgrade. So it's an Ocean View basically from 1549, and we have got flights available from most UK airports. Again, just ask us about those. Now that's brilliant, and 19 nights as well. We then moved on to Oceania. I had a fantastic experience with them. This is a 7-night Monaco, Amalfi and Barcelona cruise there, and a deposit only tonight. And we actually are going to give you that, a veranda for that price and free prepaid gratuities. And then finally, last but by no means least, we just took you there from New Zealand and Sydney, of course, as well. 2399, and definitely go for the Ocean View tonight if you can. You'll get the free classics drinks package with that as well. I've said it again, I put an S on the classics again. What is it, Keith? I don't know. Now, we are nearly out of time. It's been an amazing show. Do go on our Planet Cruise website as well. I know Keith can read out some tweets as well. Don't forget, we can find you any cruise, so with any company. We can make cruises bespoke, so we can change the flights, we can add hotel stays and things like that.
That's what we specialise in doing, absolutely. So anything you see on there, if you want to make it slightly different, just get in touch.
Yeah, that's what we're really good at, and amazing customer service as well. Right, Keith.
OK, so Matty here saying an amazing Oceania deal there. Thank you very much, Matty. Carla G saying, great show again tonight. Wishing you all at Planet Cruise a happy Christmas, party on. Janet Broughton saying, another great show. Sean and Keith, have a great Christmas.
Thank you.
Philip Perry saying the same thing, Merry Christmas to you, Philip. Kate, who's watching for the first time in 6 months, commenting on the fact that I used to enjoy a crepe on the seafront. Thank you, Kate. And Simone Clark there saying happy Christmas to you, Sean, and all the viewers as well.
Thank you, Simone.
Loads of people. Oh, it's been great. Karen Robinson, Mira saying Merry Christmas as well.
Well, Merry Christmas to all of you. We love, as you know, doing the show. Now, don't forget, if you're new to Planet Cruise, many reasons to book and buy service. We're open 7 days a week as well, and the best price is guaranteed. So if you do find a cruise elsewhere, you think, oh, that looks a better deal, call us back and we'll do our very best to better it or to match it.
Get in touch. We want to speak to you, and you'll get a service you won't find anywhere else for Planet Cruise.
Well, I want to say happy Christmas to you, Keith.
Happy Christmas to you, Sean.
Yeah, have a good one.
Only there was some mistletoe.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I've got my mistletoe. Where is it? But we have got the Friday show at 11 as well. Where did you hide my mistletoe? Oh, Keith, I'm gutted. Ah, never mind. Anyway, some of our fans want to tell about their experience with Planet Cruise.
We have booked with Planet Cruise, and I've got to tell you, it's a brilliant experience. If you're not sure, give it a go, because they're very knowledgeable, they're very friendly, very professional. We didn't have to go back again and again and again. It was all done in the one go. So I think that says a lot, I think. If you can sort of get everything that you want to be done in the one hit, then that's perfect. You know, they'll tell you everything that you want, and that's the great thing, I think, about it, to be able to enjoy the experience of booking a cruise. It's not just the cruise, it's the package, the whole package, that makes it so good and such a memorable experience. I'd certainly recommend Planet Cruise to anybody that's in the slightest bit interested in cruising. It's just fantastic, because if you want to do something a little bit different, don't get me wrong, if you want to go to Skegness, great. Enjoy the boating lake at Skegness, but if you want to do something a little bit more, then give Planet Cruise a call.